Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Religiously Fit. I hope everybody is fine and keeping well. Guys, so here we are in another video. So the thing is, today we are going to talk about don't ever give up. Okay, so this is I feel like a most important thing in it should be in everybody's life, that don't ever give up. Okay, so I'll just give like a small example of my own story here. Okay, so everybody have different challenges. I had different challenges back when I came here in this country in 2020. So I came here in August 2020, and that time, the COVID was at its peak. Okay, there was no vaccine or anything, but like somehow I decided to come here for better life, or better things. So I decided that way back in 2017, and then it took me some time to land up finally here. Before coming to Canada, I tried different other like options, other countries as well. Didn't work out. Canada also didn't work out in the first go. Like I applied PR back, like from back home. It didn't work out. Then I applied for my study visa. It got rejected. Then second time I applied again. So finally it got accepted. I'll make a separate video on on whatever I learned for this student visa thing, because I had one rejection. So finally I got my visa, I came back here, but in between that also there is a story. So there are so many stories, but I'm going to make it shorter. So the thing is, like, COVID came in 2019 end 2020 basically. So I came here, my basically I booked my like I paid for my course, I booked my hotel, flight, everything, and then COVID came and then everything got cancelled one after another. And like I had to stop working in back home because I had to come here. So I stopped working also. So I had no job, I had no college here because the program was cancelled, no flights, no hotel, everything cancelled. Okay, so I had to sit home, from March to like probably end of July in India, at home doing nothing, no course, no future, no nothing, no present. But fortunately I feel like when you keep thinking about just one thing, when you just focus on only one thing, it bounds to happen, it is bound to happen, and it happens. So it happened for me, but you don't have that foresight to see the future. So you tend to have a hope that everything will work out in your favor, and everything, I say that because I feel blessed. So everything worked out in my favor in in 2020. And fortunately, with the help of a friend back home, I was able to get a chartered flight. I was able to come here and get a course, like get my course started. So it got deferred for 4 months, and then they started in September. So I was able to get into Canada, get into my course. Like everything which seems normal right now, or like before pandemic, was not normal in 2020. Okay, so but anyways, so I was able to start my course. I started my course, I finished it with distinction. I started another course, I finished that with also with very high grades. Everything was good. And like I had a dream. Like, I think some of you, or maybe most of you, know that I have some passion for working towards health and fitness. So fortunately I was able to grab a job in a fitness industry. I was able to while studying, I was able to get a part-time job. So I did started that job. Everything was going good. Once my studies got finished, I was offered a full-time job in the same place. So everything was going good, and it was year 2022. Okay, so the thing is, like, this Ontario government, every 10 years they revise their immigration policies and everything. So they removed my job from the eligibility of getting a PR. Okay, so there were just 3 jobs which this entire country, which were removed from this entire country, and one of the job was my job, was a personal trainer. Okay, so somehow I did complete my 8 months in that full-time job. Like, that was very hard time still in 2022, but everything was going well for me. So I was able to complete my 8 months for my full-time job, and suddenly this news came up. So I couldn't continue doing my job because I couldn't get a permanent residency here in Canada. So somehow I discussed the same with my employer. They were kind and they were so helpful that they understood the entire story. And then somehow I tried to manage my way back into IT again. Okay, and in this meanwhile, from 2020 to 2022, my wife was not here because she was not granted visa because of this COVID thing. So it were like 26 months, for the time we were kind of separate. I was living here, she was living back home, India. So it took us 26 months. In that 26 months of time, I approached several MPs of several different cities, because I had to relocate in different cities due to my work or studies. So I did so many things to get that SOWP. I did flag polling also. I got, I did so many things. I'll definitely make a different video for this one, so that the people who want their spouse to, to join them here in Canada, they can maybe try some of the options which I did and maybe get benefited. So the thing is, my wife finally came in the probably in the in the almost the end of the 2022. And then at the same time, I had to change my job because I had to get a permanent residency. So basically I started finding job in IT. It took me maybe more than 2 months to get back into IT, and fortunately I was again so blessed to have multiple offer here, and I chose the one where my heart went. I felt like this is the company where I would like to work for. So I started my journey at the end of 2022, or probably early of 2023. So that's the thing. So what I'm trying to say here is, I'm not trying to tell you about my success stories or whatever. I'm just trying to tell you that, no matter how much hardship comes in your life, you don't give up. You don't give up. That is the only option in life, to see forward, to move forward. You cannot afford to give up. Okay, that's the thing. Like, I had so many instances of breakdown in this last 5 years or 6 years. So they test you, they test your endurance, they test your strength, they test your mental resilience. So you have to stand up, you have to keep standing for your own self. Okay, no matter what happens. Even if you decided something for your life, it didn't happen, doesn't matter. You decide again, you try to reinvent again, like restart again. If it doesn't work out in the second time, it's okay. Like, just keep trying. It doesn't matter how many times you try, but you have to keep trying. That is the moral of the story. Like, I can go in more detail into this story. So if you like this kind of if you get some inspiration from this video, please do let me in the comment section. I'll create separate kind of chapters for all these things. And so that's the thing. There have been so many challenges. Like, right now also I have different challenges now. uh, but the challenges keep on changing, but you don't change your attitude. You just don't give up. That is the moral of the story. That is something you have to hold on to in your life, and keep moving forward and helping others, like, as much as you can, in whatever way you can, but try to help others. That is the moral of the story. So that's it. That was the kind of my like a short what do you call, introduction or whatever, like, to my last 4 5 years. Not entire 5 years, maybe like 3 or 3.5 years. Like, maybe I'll make some other videos also. And also, just to let you know, I'm no more on Instagram. Like I stopped using Instagram in like August September 2024. So it's been like almost 2 years now. So I don't use that Instagram. I use Facebook sometimes for some work related things, but I don't use Instagram. So please don't reach out to me. I'm sorry if you have reached out to me on Instagram, but I'm not using it anymore. I don't want to spend my time over there. That's the thing. I hope you found some value or some benefit from this video. If yes, for sure, please let me know in the comment section. It will help me to make more videos of this kind. Anyways, enjoy the weather, have a healthy life, like have nutritious food. That thing. Okay, I'll see you in another one. Okay, bye bye.